Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson, Coach Dan Van Gundy, and the Hall of Famer Grant Hill here with me at the table, and Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. This is their first game against Detroit this season.
They expected more of themselves against this team last year. Split the games between them.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Good.
And so Joe Mazzulla decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
Well, look, Tatum has the length and strength to do damage in there.
Pass to Allen. Fires from deep. Counted from distance.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Ibaka, good.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And the dunk by Duren.
Physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Here's Brown. And out of bounds, Detroit will have it.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to talk to Joe Mazzulla for a minute. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Brian?
And Allie, thank you for that. And last season, Grant, the sale of the Celtics franchise for $6.1 billion. It seemed like a lot at the time.
Well, yeah, that was until the Lakers sale hit 11 digits last summer, B.A. But in both cases, basketball decision-making doesn't change right away. In the case of the Celtics, the governorship doesn't transfer until 2028.
That three's off the mark.
It's just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. And last season, the Pistons became the first team ever to triple their win total from the previous campaign.
Yeah, going from the worst record in the association in 2024 to a playoff team in 2025. And now they look to just keep on rising.
Now here's Tatum. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Tatum. To the paint. And the jam by Ibaka.
Savvy. Brown does what he can to help the team win, and he's upgraded his passing.
Thompson. The shot that time not on target. Celtics trail by 3. Knocked loose. Thompson with a steal. Here's Cunningham. He takes it in.
Yeah, once he gets momentum going towards the rim, Cunningham is hard to veer off course.
screen by Ibaka. Here's Tatum. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now here's Duren. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, he's got the hot hand, and he's scoring with confidence right now.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That's his first foul. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Ibaka. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Duren. Well, Stan, Joe Mazzulla is a young head coach taking over on the Celtics bench in 2022.
Well, B.A., he's got a rare intensity about him. Certainly not afraid to think outside the box, and obviously the results speak for themselves.
Here's Jenkins. Here's Robinson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jenkins. Lays it up and banks it in.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Brown can't hit. Detroit leading by 6. Here's Jenkins. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Stewart. Up and in on the layup.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
The rebound by Stewart. 20 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Back to Robinson. And good, as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost. Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And so it's the Detroit Pistons up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period.
Detroit, 19.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
Celtics trail by 8. You know, Grant, for all his competitive nature, Tatum has a pretty calm demeanor. You appreciate that?
Yes, indeed. As a team leader, a father, a role model, and a professional, you can't ask for much better than Jason Tatum. He is the real deal.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Here's Cunningham. Out to Thompson. Boston pulls it in. And following this one, they'll take on the Timberwolves in Minnesota. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Thompson with a steal. Allen, right side. Allen draws the double to the inside. Here's Thompson. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Thompson's got 6.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Tatum gets the bucket.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's Cunningham. So smooth, Cunningham.
Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
And Tatum, here we go. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
Well, over the years, we've seen Tatum become increasingly comfortable playing through contact.
Personal foul.
And that one falls for Tatum. Stan, looking back on the 2017 draft, at the time, you believe Jason Tatum was the best prospect.
And with hindsight, BA, that seems obvious. But back then, Markelle Fultz was the consensus #1 pick. Credit the Celtics for trading back and getting their guy.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. And Detroit making a change here. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Second quarter play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And they call an illegal screen here.
Can you believe that's their first turnover? Good ball security has really helped them build this lead.
Celtics trail by 7. Outside Tatum. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ausar Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls for him now in the first half. He's going to have to be really smart going forward.
Pass to Tatum. 5 to shoot. Play clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. To the middle. Stolen by Thompson.
And they just keep making mistakes. I mean, that's back-to-back turnovers, which easily could have been prevented.
And what great anticipation by Thompson to get the steal that sparked that break. Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
Pass to Thompson. Rebounded by the Celtics. Here's Tatum. Oh, Tatum stuffing it home.
And that's on the defense there. You can't give Tatum those lanes and launching pads to the rim. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Well, Grant, we know teams are hunting triples like never before. What's the line before you get a little 3 happy, though?
Well, B.A., I don't care how well you're shooting it. If you have an opportunity to get to the rim, you have to take it.
Well, look, what makes Tatum special is he helps you in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and on the glass.
Duren, the screen. Driving to the basket. Harris on the wing. LeVert outside. Brown with the steal. Here's Walsh. Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Well, it all goes back to Jaylen Brown. He got the steal and then sent the ball back the other way.
It's LeVert on the wing. And Vucevic over to help. LeVert with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. 4 on the clock. From outside, off the mark. Celtics trailed by 3. Here's Tatum. No good, off the front rim. Let's see if they want to go 2 for 1 here, Grant.
Hey, looking at the clock, I'd say yes. They're going to work inside. I like how confident Jaylen is from this area. His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. There's 39 seconds left to play in the first half. Allen outside. And a miss there on the triple.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And he knocks down the first one. Pritchard hits them both.
Well, he's been very good at the line, and we all know free throws can make or break you in the end.
Pass to LeVert. For 3, here's Harris. Sinks it from distance. Harris got 5 points.
And the floor spacing that Harris provides is a key part of his game.
Here's Vucevic. And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
These are his first free throws of the game. And so Vucevic nails both of them.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Pistons ahead up by 2. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And the Celtics in possession here. 2-point game. And Stan, the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on your feet, Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
Ibaka's shot is off. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. Following this game, they host the Magic. And that's a one-game homestand for the club. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
And guys, it's no easy task defending Tatum inside. You can body him up, bump him, he'll still find a way.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Back to Tatum. Just 5 to shoot. Pass to Ibaka. Good D by Duren. Detroit leading by 4. With the drive, Holland. Now Duren. He's got 12. Second shot opportunity. Ooh, he's been flawless tonight. Now he's 6 for 6.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, the closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you. Brian?
Staying dialed in. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Back to Cunningham. Harris a screen. Pass to Duren. Over Ibaka. Duren, no good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Ibaka's shot is off.
It hasn't been his best quarter. I mean, he's trying to shoot himself out of a slump.
Shot from 16. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Outside Pritchard. Back to Tatum. Down low. Here's Ibaka. Duren with a rebound.
I like where he took that shot. The D was just too strong.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Both teams deciding to change it up. Detroit leading by 6. And Pritchard comes to help. On the wing, Thompson. Inside. Here's Stewart. Misses the baby hook. And the Celtics in possession here. Here's Walsh. Good work defensively by Robinson.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
To the left side wing. Pass to Brown. The rebound by Detroit.
They have a decent advantage in regards to rebounding.
Grant, the thing about Jaylen Brown, he doesn't need a lot of space to get his shot off.
You know, B.A., he has a quick release and rises high on his jumper. Has a great up fake and can stop on a dime. Usually all the space he needs to find his shot.
Pass to Holland. Here's Jenkins. Clock at 6. And here is Thompson. Nice D from Brown.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
And this is what makes Brown so dangerous. His ability to slice and dice physical defenses to pieces.
Celtics trail by 6. Deflects the pass. And here they come. Thompson right side. Here's Jenkins. The layup misses. Jalen Duren has been leading the charge for Detroit. 8 points in the quarter, showing how.
Detroit, 44.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. The Pistons lead by 6. Allen draws the double to the paint. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Reed. Allen, right side. 3-pointer. Boston pulls it in.
Well, with his team leading, he might just want to put that one in his pocket next time.
There's Tatum with the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Back to Allen. Here's Herter. Banked it in off the glass. And now it's a 10-point Detroit lead.
Obviously, Herter's focus offensively is on the outside, but his touch translates into the paint as well.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Reed. Now Robinson. And the call is going to be yes on an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
The Pistons making a switch here and keeping us updated from the sideline. Allie LaForce.
JB Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, guys.
Okay, thank you, Allie.
So when Tatum stays aggressive, he gets to the line a lot.
And the timeout called here by JB Bickerstaff. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And that one falls for Tatum.
And listen, Jason Tatum is one of the very best players in the world. He does everything well, can fill in wherever, the type of player who covers up your weaknesses.
The Pistons lead by 7. Allen outside to the middle. Brown with the steal. There's Tatum with the 3. Tatum drills the 3.
Well, Tatum is rightfully as confident as they come from deep. He saw that look and didn't waste it.
Cunningham with the ball. Now guarded by Brown. Brown pulls down the board.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it. But you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Here's Duren. And yes, sir, in stride on the lay-in from a sweet assist.
And Jalen is just taking over in this one. This is how lethal of a player he can be.
Allen outside. Now Duren. Oh, the stuff!
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for.
Off on the layup. Detroit leading by 6. Cunningham outside. Here's Duren. Yes, sir!
They're almost impossible to stop Duren inside. Wow, just wow.
On the wing, Tatum. Screen by Ibaka. Here's the pass to Brown. Outside Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Let's loose for 3. Allen rips down the board.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easy.
Cunningham outside. Now Allen from downtown, and he nails it.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Pistons.
When you look at their assist totals, you can see why it was easier for them to score. The ball was really popping tonight.
And good things seem to happen when you're patient and willing to make the next pass. Their offense has flowed really well.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
Always good to start a season series off with a W. They showed tonight they take this team seriously, and the next 2 matchups between these two should be fun.
And what a huge performance it was for Jalen Duren.
Well, offensively, they needed him to be aggressive, and he delivered. What a game.
And a comeback here looking very unlikely.
Absolutely everything would have to go their way at this point.
And so it's Detroit easily grabbing this one.